swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive with an end around. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. Fights off the defender. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From the gun, the running back has it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
221 wing, 221 wing. Ready.
The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Football 7. Football 7.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Making side adjustments here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Music now. Trick 9B.
Motion from the back. Looking for a gap. It's Clark. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down.
6 remain. 6 remain. Direction. Okay, great. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Clemson set up with another 1st down. From the gun, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And what really made that corner route work was the receiver not telegraphing where he was going. He kept his eyes down the field. So the DB in man coverage didn't know if he was breaking inside, if he was going to continue running straight, maybe going to the post, maybe turning around for a curl. It was the corner route, though, and as a result, they pick up a big chunk of yards.
With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to keep the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Moves around to clear up the vision. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Davis. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boston College is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up by 15 over Cal. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And back to the air on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Still running at the 40. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Finding open areas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to swing it on second down. A little screen to the running back. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to... play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Hand off for the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback making checks. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable. One-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Missouri wants to go fast. It's a reverse. And that play looked great when they drew it up, and the playbook did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Lamb. He wants to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Banner, Lion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's got it on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Lamb. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Just keep swinging it. He's taking the deep shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7.
221 wing, 221 wing. Let's go, let's go.
Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm...